everybody. It's been 25 years since I graduated from high school, and I'll let you do the math on how old you think that makes me. But there are some things that I can remember, even though they were 25 years ago, I can remember like they happened just yesterday. And some of those things were memorable because they were exciting, maybe even a little humorous. Like the time I thought it would be a good idea for me to play basketball and quickly discovered I really made a better team manager. Or I can think back to the speech that I gave that ended up earning me a scholarship, or all the great chances I had to perform in musicals and plays. And I can still remember the names and faces of some friends who I spent hours with practicing for dance team and performing in marching band competitions. But if I can get vulnerable with you for just a second, I can also remember, just like it was yesterday, how some friends and I decided our senior year of high school that we needed to be skinnier. I can't really pinpoint the moment or even the reason that we decided that this was something that we should do, but I do remember that I spent an entire year cutting out and putting up magazine photos of models on my cupboard to discourage me from snacking. And I can remember skimping on calories at every single meal and letting the happiness of my day be determined by the weight on the scale. So today on the Daily Dose, I want to talk to any of you who've struggled with your body image, because I don't think it's just something that teenage girls struggle with. Back then, 25 years ago, I didn't have access to the internet. I didn't have a screen in my hand giving me images of all these people who I think I might need to be, who I think I might need to look like. It doesn't take much for us today to think everyone else has something that I need. And I think sometimes when we're struggling with our self-confidence or our body image, we think that the solution to get ourselves out of this is to get through something and then just pull ourselves up by our own bootstraps. If there's something I'm working through, it has to be me, myself, and I who's trying to figure it out. But that couldn't be further from the truth. Tell someone. You don't have to feel worried or ashamed. Send them a message. Send me a message, and I'll listen to you. You aren't alone. And there are people who want to help you get through this. There's also a God who wants wholeness for you. So listen to these words that Jesus gives us in the book of Matthew, chapter 6. They were important in my journey, and maybe they'll speak to you. Therefore, I tell you, do not worry about your life, what you eat or drink, about your body or what you wear. Is not life more than food, and the body more than clothes? Look at the birds in the air. They don't sow or reap or store away in barns, and yet your heavenly Father feeds them. Are you not much more valuable than they? Can any one of you, by worrying, add a single hour to your life? Sometimes we think we can be superhuman. We want to be someone we aren't. We want to take things into our own hands and try to do something. We become obsessed by how we look, by our jeans size, or how smooth our complexion is. And we think those superficial things are tied to our value. We worry we don't have enough of something and that our worth isn't enough. But none of those superhuman attempts, none of our worries, none of our attempts at trying to turn our bodies into something else can add a single hour to our life. We don't even need that single hour to be reminded that life is so much more than our identity being tied to somehow how we look. Ephesians 2:10 uses the language of masterpiece to describe you and me. God has created us brand new in Jesus Christ so we can do all the good things that God planned for us long ago. A couple weeks ago here at Calvary, Nolan and the worship team sang a song called Ruins, and some of the lyrics go like this. You rebuild, you restore all that's broken from the ruins. You redeem, you return all that's stolen from your children. That's what you do. And as you think about all the stuff you might be going through, maybe related to your body image and how you view yourself, remember that that brokenness, even on the brink of ruins, can be redeemed, can be restored, can be made whole, because that's just what God does. That battle you're fighting, it does not define you. Your story is being written by a God who created you just as you are and who loves you the same. Thanks so much for watching the Daily Dose. We'd love for you to share this with someone who you think might be going through some stuff as well. We'll see you later.